Hey everybody, just a quick reminder that we have Compost the Wealthy shirts in our store. Link is below, right above the comments section. And, can show your support for composting the wealthy by rocking one of these shirts, tote bags, stickers, whole bunch of stuff. So check it out. This is why you don't let trees grow in the lower berm of your pond where the water is trying to go and where you're trying to keep it from going. You can see the water is streaming out underneath this willow tree here. And there's a big ass leak in the berm. There's another hole and another hole. The ducks have been working away at this too. You can see in here, it's I should have caught this willow when it was a baby and moved it, or whatever this is. I think it's a willow. And this over here was my mistake. This is a aronia berry that I shouldn't have put in the lower berm, not knowing any better. A decade. Just wanted to do a quick video on something that's been bothering me for, an entire fucking decade. This pond right here, built by some local yokel with a big-ass excavator. I mean, a big one. I forget how many days it took. It cost a couple of grand to build it. And I just want to show how kind of stupid it was to just make it this size. I wanted it bigger than this. It's not deep enough either, and that berm over there leaks like crazy because they didn't build it correctly by packing clay into the bottom or anything I learned in my water restoration course. And I also think they left a tree in it going vertically, so that'll make it leak. So right here where I'm standing is wet and soggy right now. It's the middle of March. And this whole area is just wetland right here. So this should be where the pond starts, right at the edge of this tree line. It should come up to about here and go out to about there, where the camper is. And yeah, this whole area here should also be part of the pond. I mean, this could be split into two ponds. There could be an upper here and then pouring into a lower pond here. But, yeah, as we can see, this is ridiculously wet, and we've got willows growing here. And, yeah, all of this should obviously be part of the pond. We can see how wet this is, and the water is pouring in from this direction. So this entire area here could be part of the pond, could have been, or could have been a different upper pond right next to it. What is this, an aronia berry? It's a Nero. Yeah, I might dig that out and take it with me if I can't make copies of it easily this year. We can see the pond is completely at capacity. Even more reason to have it expanded up here or make this an upper pond. And we can see just how much overspill we've got. This is like 6 feet up here. There's water on the pond edge, and the rock that normally sticks out right here is completely underwater right now. So we're very full. This is all water here. And, it's coming up over the bank, as you can see, the edge of the pond. More willow. And, yeah, this obviously isn't holding the amount of water that is coming in here. It's, also got this problem. This overflow spillway here wasn't made correctly at the right level. As you can see, the water is up to the overflow and in part of it, but it isn't going anywhere. And the reason is that the ground actually goes up right here in this spot before going down again, and they didn't line it with any rock at all. What this dumbass did is he took big rocks that should be in the pond and he smushed them in down here, which is maybe 7 to 10 feet from the edge of the pond, not helping whatsoever. And they're all too big. These rocks are too large. If anything, they should be on the side of this and absolutely not in the middle. This is not how you build a pond spillway. And don't even get me going on this big rock here with the sheer edge right here. This was supposed to be my doorstep rock. And the fucking idiots put it here 12 to 15 feet from the edge of the pond, where it's just sitting here. No one's using it, no one's enjoying it. It's a complete fucking waste of money, time, and energy to have put it here. And it's been bothering me for a whole fucking decade. I'm losing my fucking mind here. Let's continue on with our tour of things that are shortening my lifespan rapidly. This willow tree doesn't need to be in this side of the bank because this is the way the water wants to go. If I had a mini excavator, I would dig this up and move it. I don't want to have to cut it down, but we have another tree. I don't know what that is, embarrassingly, growing right out of the water here. It's probably another willow. And yeah, this water is about to spill over the bank here where we do not want it to go at all, and go gushing down here where it has been leaking for more years than I can count. Hope you guys can see how wet it is in the woods right here. This is the berm leaking. Now it's leaking all the way down underneath the berm, where somebody would have to physically come in here with a large excavator and tear the entire berm apart to fix it. This guy didn't know what he was doing. He didn't separate the clay layers from the rest of the soil and pack it into the berm. He made the berm wide enough, I'll give him that, but that's about the only thing he did correctly. He didn't make it tall enough, or he didn't make the spillway low enough. We can see that. This is, I hope the camera is showing how close this is to overflowing over the berm here and just completely taking the berm out with it. So we're leaking all the way down here under the berm to where it's coming out in the woods, I'm gonna guess 25 feet away. Can't fix that without tearing the berm apart. And then we have another leak here. Can we see this leak here? This is where the berm is leaking here. So we have multiple leaks in the berm. It's totally permeable right now and not holding water like it should have been designed to do. And here is leak number 3. This isn't just a low spot, this is the pond actively leaking. Can you guys see this water moving? It's moving because there's water pouring into it. It's not raining out. All of that movement is the pond leaking right through the berm and out to here. So, I'm guessing this video isn't quick anymore. I've been recording for 7 minutes and 24 seconds. Okay. Need 8 minutes to monetize. Yeah, YouTube. I think the average viewer watches my videos for about 1.5 minutes before they get bored and move on to something else. So if you're still watching, thanks. And I know I'm not making the most exciting videos where I'm, you know, editing and cutting to a different frame or angle every few seconds to keep everybody's attention when nobody has an attention span anymore. This is what I would do if I had any control over this, and what size I would have made this pond. Oh, that reminds me. Take a look at this. Come with me. Come with me, anyone who still hasn't fallen asleep during this video. Still watching this single cut with no editing. Speaking of pond size, I wanted a pond that was at least a good acre near the... But look down here. The pond could have come all the way. Look at that wet spot. The pond could have come all the way this way for another 100 feet or so. Look at that swale. You can see, squish, 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 how wet it is in here. This also would have been a prime space to have the pond continue. Great, my goose is loose over there, and there's a wild bird also visiting the swale. I have to recapture her and get her behind fencing. I don't want her getting bird flu and introducing it to the whole flock, because this is fucked up. So this pond could be going all the way down here, as I was saying. Look at how full this swale is right now. It's only March. And down there, way down near the property line where those trees are, there's another big wet spot where there could be a pond. So, really got hosed here. As you can see, there's way too much water and way too little pond.